Yeah, welcome to the debrief of last night's flight. Brad and I went to Big Bear, and it was interesting. It turned into an adventure, unfortunately a little bit unnecessarily, but it was a great learning experience, great flight, gorgeous. The footage turned out really nice. I went with the windscreen cam instead of the passenger window cam because I had a feeling that the outside view is going to be a little bit more important than the cockpit view because we weren't really planning on doing any real maneuvers or anything like that. And where is Chatbot? That ain't cool. I thought Chatbot was up and running, but not. White Lake, you'll have to excuse my friend Chatbot. He'll be hopefully here in a second. So the original plan for this was to go to some place with self-serve fuel so I could give that a shot before the long cross-country solo, which will hopefully be this coming weekend, but we'll see. So that was the plan, was to go up to Big Bear, get some fuel, and come back. And roughly that happened, just a little bit longer in between. So I will disappear for most of this because, again, it's really, really pretty flight, and you can just hang out with us in the cockpit for this flight, and hope you enjoy it. So there you go. I'll be in the chat. I'll obviously be here, but yeah. Yeah, and White Lake, yeah, the weather should be pretty nice this weekend, which is excellent.
For the opposite direction Cessna, they're going to pull off the run-up for you, then taxi to ACIV Alpha.
Left on Alpha, then hold for the Cessna, then taxi after they move out of the way for mission 103.
Check.
Big Strike 305, did you have it as
Check. Hello. Hey, what I was going to ask is how typical
bank angle
training is for high altitude stuff. Is that? It's not anywhere in the ACS, I don't think, right?
No.
Big Strike 305, amend your taxi.
Hope your flight goes well.
Caterly1, thank you so much for the subscription. Congratulations on the night cross country. That is awesome. The little mistakes will become fewer and further between the further you go, but that's awesome. So congratulations, man. That's
like how many CFIs, I wonder, go through that, even if it's just kind of like local and like, hey, let's go up to 9,000 feet.
High altitude stuff isn't real common to train, which is a bummer because it's definitely important.
It seems like it.
Because that's an awesome way to get killed.
225 Zulu. Wind 210 at 11. Gust 15.
Cool.
Visibility 10. Few clouds at 4,500. Temperature 18.
Sure.
0.7.
Yeah.
Altimeter 3002. ILS runway 20, right approach in use. Landing and departing runways 20 right and 20 left. Use caution for bird activity in the vicinity of the airport. Use caution for multiple cranes, various quadrants. Advisory: all aircraft reach back all runway assignments and all runway hold short instructions. All departing general aviation aircraft contact clearance delivery prior to taxi. Advise on initial contact. You have information Foxtrot.
Okay. He must have been IFR. Maybe, or not.
Huh?
Never mind.
Foxtrot 22530.
Okay, so we're going to get a Newport departure and just tell them that we're going to coordinate a turn back.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll just see what he says.
Yeah, just let them know you're going to coordinate a turn to the east, but Newport departure for now.
Okay. John Wayne clearance, good evening, Skyhawk 53176 with information Foxtrot. We like flight following to Big Bear at 9,500. We like a Newport departure and we'll coordinate a turn east.
Okay, 2 aircraft calling at once. This is for American 1553. Affirmative, sir. Once you accepted your CPDLC, I was able to save you the update. When you asked me initially, the moment you came off the frequency, they sent an update. So your new time is 0017. Roger. Frontier Flight 268, John Wayne clearance.
We might have to call back.
Yeah, you will, but hang on until he's done with...
Frontier Flight 268, Roger. Clearance, you're clear to the Denver airport. Via the Pigeon 2 departure, Avery transition, that is found. Climb via the SID. Departure frequency 128.1.
That thing is so ridiculous looking, dude.
7742.
Those engines are outrageous.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Frontier Flight 268, rebucks correct, confirm you have Foxtrot. Roger, ground 120.8 for taxi.
Okay. You had information.
We're good.
Yeah, go ahead.
John Wayne clearance, good afternoon, Skyhawk 53176.
Station 63 Yankee Alpha, John Wayne clearance, you're cleared to Henderson Airport via the Muscle 8 departure, Daggett transition, Jomex 1 arrival. Climb via the SID, or Christian,
That's why I cold call, right? I don't give everything on the initial request. I don't do that here.
Departure frequency 128.1.
For that exact reason.
It's Squawk 5342. Number 63 Yankee Alpha, Roger. And ground 120, reback was correct, ground 120.8 for taxi. I think there was a Cessna calling on 12185, say again your request.
Yeah, that was Skyhawk 53176. We'd like flight following to Big Bear at 9,500 via the Newport departure. We're going to coordinate a turn to the east.
So he's going to be confused.
Yeah.
Because you just said you're going to coordinate a turn.
53176 on departure, turn left heading 150, maintain VFR at or below 2,400, departure frequency 124.1, squawk 0231.
He doesn't care. Okay, that's a left turn 150 at or below 2,400 feet, departure frequency 1241, squawking 0231, 53176.
53176, confirm your parking Dove Street and you have Foxtrot.
We have Foxtrot. We're actually at ACI West 53176.
176, Roger, ACI West, ground 120.8 for taxi.
All right, 120.8, 53176, see ya.
Anybody else waiting for clearance?
You're going to really have to press hard on that button.
Yeah, there's kind of an angle too that I've noticed. If I come in up, it doesn't do it. If I just go straight in, it's fine.
November 8-4, Foxtrot, clearance.
Okay. Yeah, I think he's so busy he just didn't care.
Maybe.
Yeah.
5831, just cleared 20 right Echo, gate 2.
Compass 5831, ever ground taxi via Alpha, hold short of Lima.
Alpha short of Lima, Compass 5831.
Ground citation 416 Charlie Charlie Atlantic for reposition to Martin.
Okay, good.
Falco 9er Delta Lima.
This is the guy that you know, right?
Point 9er.
I think this is Alvin.
9 and 9 Delta Lima.
416 66 Charlie. No, I got you. 6 Charlie Charlie, Jumper Ground. Roger. Hold at Atlantic. There's so many here on final. Let me get a few of them down here before we pull you out of there. It'll block up the taxiway.
Okay.
This is a mess right now.
Memorial Day. 599 Hotel Alpha Foxtrot, also Atlantic, ready to taxi.
Challenger 599 Hotel Alpha, Jumper Ground. Roger. Hold at the ramp for inbound traffic.
Hold 9 Hotel Alpha.
Joey Ground, Skyhawk 53176, Foxtrot, taxi, ACI West.
Ground ground 53614, run up complete.
Says 53176, jumper ground, understand on the west side, taxi via Bravo to Tower, run up.
Bravo Tower, run up 53176.
614, runway 20 left, taxi via
Clear
Charlie
to the
Kilo.
left.
And right.
Charlie Kilo 20 left 614.
Route is clear as well.
Well, that was a little adventure.
For Juliet Golf is
Didn't
One
even
of those
move.
days.
Yep.
Echo for Atlantic.
November 424, Judy Golf, jumper ground, taxi via Alpha to Atlantic. Traffic outbound is holding a Challenger jet.
Which is one of the reasons why I think
Taxi Alpha to
learning out of here is so valuable, because that's inevitable if you're flying anywhere, right?
Yes, question for you.
Yeah.
Why are you on the brakes right now?
Horizon 2084,
Just to go
jumper
slow.
ground, hold for Delta Embraer, then push crude out of
Over
gate.
your ass.
Okay, hold for Delta Embraer and...
Part of what I'm going to be trying to do as we get you closer to the check right here is speed you up. You're really good at being thorough, but because of how thorough you are, you're slow.
Yeah, fair
Taxi via
enough.
Alpha, hold short of Lima.
right via Alpha, hold Charlie Lima, American 2659.
American 2659, monitor tower 126.8.
26.8 on tower, good day.
And 6 Charlie Charlie, we see the Falcon coming in
No
here now.
jets.
6 Charlie Charlie, yeah, I'm not going to bring you out there for that west side yet. There's just nowhere to put you.
I see.
Scruggs.
Cessna 614, tower 119.9er.
119.9.
Okay, parking brake set. Everyone is locked and loaded. Cabin doors are locked. Flight controls. Looking good. Oh yeah. How's our rudder doing?
Let me see a soft field on departure. You
Soft field, okay.
can set up for that whenever you want.
Okay.
County ground Skyhawk 53176, run up complete.
Skyhawk 176, runway 20 right, taxi via Bravo Kilo.
Bravo Kilo 20 right 53176.
November 1 Delta Foxtrot, continue now via Alpha and hold in the south east run-up area.
Alpha to southeast and hold, 1 Delta Fox.
I think I've told you before, but just be aware, this is probably the only 172 you will ever fly with a working parking brake, so I wouldn't get too reliant on that.
Okay. Still set it though, right? But also be on the brakes?
I never set it.
You don't? Okay.
Ever.
Okay.
872, jump ground, turn left onto
My fear is not it working. My fear is it working, and you can't release it.
Oh, okay.
Left on Alpha, we've got
Because that happens frequently with 172 parking brakes.
Okay.
From Atlantic, hold short of taxiway Delta.
Just food for thought. It
Yeah.
works on this airplane, but that's
Okay.
because this is the best maintained 172
On the planet.
That was you. 26.8.
268 53176.
Hold at the ramp. November 1 Delta Foxtrot.
Now that's
to Dove Street.
it's in the checklist. POH to set the parking brake.
Nope. Looks like, I thought he was moving, but...
You said contact tower, so go to
Okay,
it.
November 416 Charlie Charlie, proceed outbound.
You said it, you just didn't switch it.
County Tower Skyhawk 53176 on Bravo for Kilo.
Let's go flaps 10 just in case. We're probably not going to go off on the right side.
Nope. Not a chance today.
Nope. But
Air 50 Charlie, continuing down the runway, where do you park? ACI, Air 50 Charlie. Air 50 Charlie, left at Echo, contact ground. Put back over to the ground, 50 Charlie.
It's okay. It's happy at 8.
Okay.
What you're feeling there is the wind hitting it. That's all. Kind of surprised it didn't cross us actually before that guy.
yeah, he's kind of out there a ways, but
Yeah.
okay.
Have these same engines.
Are they the same?
They're the same engines.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big stripe, 305 from Alaska.
0 left, hold short, 20 right.
This is 53176, John Tower, yep.
Okay, 176, we're up.
176, traffic holding position, cross, runway 20 right, hold short, runway 20 left.
Okay, crossing 20 right, hold short 20 left, 53176.
76, between runways, monitor the tower, 119.9, he'll call you.
Okay, we'll monitor 199, 53176.
Not yet. Between the runways.
Oh, between, okay.
Don't brake. Get off the brakes, Bill.
Cross runway 20 left, hold short, runway 20 right. Horizon 2084.
Go ahead, sir, 2084.
Now you can get on the
Lima,
brakes.
cross runway 20 left, hold short, runway 20 right.
Cross 20 left at Lima, hold short 20 right, horizon 2084.
Cessna 53176, Java Tower, you ready?
Affirmative, 53176.
53176, traffic crossing left to right. Beacon Tower will be held up, helicopter 6 about 700 feet. Left turn approved, Bravo 2 south to Kilo, clear for takeoff.
Okay, traffic in sight, 20 left at Kilo, clear for takeoff, 53176.
Go.
Lights.
You can do more than one thing at once. You can start rolling as you're accepting the clearance. So
Okay.
no reason to delay.
All right, all the way back.
I understand your comfort level is to stop, but I'm trying to push you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, good.
Duke 1 traffic parties will be a Boeing 737 followed by a Embraer off the parallel only. Caution, wake turbulence.
Caution, wake turbulence.
Okay.
System 1 direct, base turn approved. Traffic party parallel only at Boeing.
Okay, everything is green. Airspeed's coming alive.
0 Echo is clear for the option 20 left.
You have an engine failure right here. Where are you going?
Straight ahead.
Okay. Where?
I mean straight ahead to like to the end of 20 right.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Runway Tower, stationary 10782, about 3 miles from Signal Peak with Echo approach 2 minutes Foxtrot for John Wayne.
Yeah, so that soft field really can just kind of be a, one continuous movement up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, kind of. You have way too much right rudder in.
Cessna 53176, radar contact, maintain VFR at or below 2,400 to altitude.
We're climbing through 700, 53176.
Cessna 10782, John Wayne Tower, proceed to UCI for left traffic runway 20 left, and you said full stop or touch and goes?
Full stop, I park on the west side, 10782.
782, roger, thank you.
So for the soft field, it really depends how much airspeed you have when you come off the ground.
Yeah.
If you're really smooth and gentle with it, you can pick the nose up or get airborne, lower the nose enough so that as you're crossing through 50 feet, you're at that 58 knots like the book says.
Yeah.
But a lot of people will have to come airborne, push the nose down, more or less level off until they've got a little bit of speed,
Right.
and then keep going.
Okay.
Kind of just depends how good you are.
And what the winds are doing maybe a little bit too?
Yeah. Why don't you ping the tower, see if they want us to SoCal?
Cessna 1 Echo, safe parking.
West side.
Cessna 1 Echo, turn right at Juliet, hold short of runway 20 right, remain this frequency.
Turning right at Juliet, holding...
Just ask them like, hey, do you want us on SoCal?
Yeah.
John Wayne Tower, Skyhawk 53176, you want us on SoCal?
Cessna 176 and contact SoCal, departure 124.1.
All right, head over to SoCal 53176, see ya.
Yeah, he forgot about you.
Yeah.
SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176, 2000 restricted 2400.
53176, SoCal approach, stay on course heading and requested altitude.
Tell them you want heading 110 for the climb and up to 9,500.
We like 110 for the climb up to 9,500. We're going to Big Bear 53176.
53176, resume on navigation, via for altitude, your discretion.
Okay, resuming ONAV and altitude 53176.
Cool.
Sweet.
North 628, Hotel Alpha. Contact approach 121.3.
121.3 now, 628 Hotel Alpha.
Looking really good, Bill.
Okay, and I saw that guy that was inbound UC Irvine, so he's out of our way.
Okay. I saw you already did your after takeoff flow. The lights off and everything like that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Do it again.
Yep.
Just touch everything. Everything looks good.
So, now, name of the game is going to be watching those clouds and seeing when we can turn more on course.
Yeah.
You have an engine failure right now. Where are you going?
Toll road.
Okay. South, north, which way?
Just right here.
I
which way?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly this direction and then come back here. It's gonna be this little stretch here is a little bit more into the wind.
Okay. Yeah, I could work
There's
with
also
that.
some fields and stuff too. I mean,
I could work with that. I like the hard surface, and the 73 is pretty quiet usually.
it's really
so,
quiet, yeah. And nice and wide. Like I'm looking at that stretch right there.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at your heading. You can either, you're driving, so I don't care what heading you fly to get over these clouds, just fly something,
Okay.
you know.
Does the need for a right rudder kind of dissipate the higher you get?
Nope.
Okay. Does it get worse, or is it about the
Stays
same?
the same.
Yeah.
Very little of the right rudder that you're putting in there is actually torque. A lot of it's P factor and spiraling slipstream. So those don't change because your RPM more or less stays the same.
Cool.
So walk me through what you're thinking.
I'm thinking that we can turn a little bit more towards El Toro right now.
Okay.
We have, just to prevent us from getting too far south, and I think we've got plenty of room.
Okay. What heading to Big Bear?
About 035.
Okay.
And 53176, just in case you missed it, you can resume all navigation.
Okay, roger that. Resuming ONAV 53176, thanks.
I'm going to jump on real quick, okay?
Okay, yep.
Yeah, 176, just for your planning purposes, we need to climb eastbound a little bit to get above the clouds. We'll be turning towards the northeast here in about 3 minutes.
Okay, 53176, roger. Just let me know what you need and we'll work with you.
Thanks, we appreciate it, sir. Cool. Yeah, 035 is dead on, so.
Cool.
Remember to use the resources you have, right?
Yeah.
I know you're very comfortable with ForeFlight, and that's good, but you'll need to know how to use that on your check ride, so.
Yeah. All right, we're about above them now.
Okay.
Or I should say, like, at their altitude now.
You are the soon-to-be private pilot, so you tell me, man.
Yeah.
I'm just a non-pilot passenger who happens to know how to speak on the radio.
All right, yeah, I say we make that turn.
Okay.
SoCal 176, we're making that turn to the east 53176.
Northeast.
53176, roger.
So,
I said that twice.
yes, you did. Are we getting maximum performance right now?
No, not really.
Not even close.
Fisher 237 Golf Alpha, SoCal approach, verify information, Foxtrot.
Yeah, 7 Golf Alpha, 8,000 with Foxtrot, 7 Golf Alpha.
Fisher 7 Golf Alpha,
you did it
descend,
too.
correction, reduce speed to 190, then descend to maintain.
He said it twice too.
300.
Okay, slowing to 190 knots, and then we will descend to
maintain 6,300 feet, 7 Golf Alpha.
Southward Skyhawk 2235 Victor, crossing through 9,100.
Capacity, Skyhawk 2235 Victor, roger. X35, discretion. Pushing 7 Golf Alpha, contact approach 121.3.
21-3, 7 Golf Alpha, good day.
I'm just a passenger in this. I'm talking to
Citation 406 Charlie Uniform coming up level 7,600. We do have...
You're quite the guy, Brad.
Just along for the ride, man.
And calling unanswered, I was on the line.
406 Charlie Uniform is coming up level 7,600. We do have Foxtrot County.
Citation 406 Charlie Uniform, SoCal approach, reduce speed to 190, then descend to maintain 6,300.
190 on the speed, 6,600 on the altitude, 406 Charlie Uniform.
And Citation 6 Charlie Uniform, that was 6,300.
I'm sorry, 6,300, sorry about that, 406 Charlie Uniform.
It's crazy watching that glide ring just grow like crazy.
Oh yes. You're almost at the point you can make John Wayne.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Nearly.
Charlie Uniform, contact approach 121.3.
Which,
You guys have a good day, Charlie Uniform.
I mean, just looking at it.
0 Quebec. Proceed direct. Signal peak.
Yeah, I guess it kind of looks. I mean, yeah, you're just short.
Close,
You're just short, but.
Direct to signal peak by El Toro VR, 6 Quebec.
Skyhawk 35 Victor, contact approach 134.0.
But we do have plenty of other locations.
Yeah.
Got some nice golf courses. And some big old freeways.
Uh-huh. Lots of options. And I bet if you have anything except a full, oh shit, it just quit engine failure, you'd probably make it.
Yeah, like full on.
Yeah, unless it just goes boom. You know?
Yep. Yep. What was the altitude that we were at that first flight when we were over the top?
I don't remember.
Was it like 7? Maybe, I think it was 7,500. Does that seem like it was?
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Sure, let's go with that.
If you guys do like these videos, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. Also subscribe to the channel.
We're a little left of it. We're parallel.
Are we tracking like parallel to the course? Are we going away from it? Are we going towards it? What are we doing?
We're going a little bit diverging.
Nope, it's not the heading. Your heading is, your DG is fine. There's wind, yo.
Of aviation.
Ah.
You gotta crab into it. Look right here. Desired track versus track. Alright, so what you can do, again, using your resources, direct enter. Your desired track is 032, your actual track is still 045. So turn left until you see 032 there.
Pull up.
And
hey, Rominator1, thank you very much for the follow.
032
Happy Tuesday.
Congratulations, now you have a fake VR.
Gulfstream 583 Alpha Juliet checking in with you, descending via the Disney, and we have Foxtrot.
Gulfstream 583 Alpha Juliet, SoCal approach, thank you for Foxtrot.
Now, when those two numbers match, bug that heading. Right there.
Gotcha.
There's your new heading.
Okay. I dig that.
Hey, this thing right up here, not just a fancy hat rack, let me tell you.
This is quite the climb up, isn't it?
I think I did 11,000 feet going to Phoenix one time in 172.
Yeah.
Juliet, reduce speed to 190.
That was the day I had my first engine failure.
Okay, slow to 190.
I think I was at 11.
63.
11 or 11.5.
3 Alpha Juliet, affirmative 6,300, contact
That was a
approach
long day.
121.3, have a good day.
A friend of ours knows somebody that's got a plane, so she's kind of has some aviation friends, and was telling us there's a guy out of Fullerton that would commute to Big Bear in his 152.
Sierra Papa, so
Yeah.
That's bold.
Yeah.
Plus, I expect to know that you have information.
I'm all about, you know, fun flying and all that, but that doesn't sound like a good time to me.
Not so much.
You should see some of the weather at Big Bear sometimes. It's pretty unforgiving for non-ice protected airplanes.
Yeah. Okay.
I've got a story for you when the cameras aren't rolling about that. It's not me, it's somebody I know and somebody you know.
Look forward to that.
Yeah. That looks kind of like Bear Mountain to me.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, but
Yeah, you want the perspective here?
yeah.
11,500 foot mountain
Yeah.
at your 1 o'clock, the beach directly behind you.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Well, you did the Big Bear.
I did do Big Bear to
Big Bear
Catalina,
Catalina.
with Maddie.
Yeah. That's the best.
Yeah, I took her out there the week before she left for OTS.
Yeah, that is a rad flight.
Yeah, she just commissioned, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah, she is now second lieutenant, Maddie.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah. I was going to ask how we're doing on leaning.
Yeah. Same thing is still under 10 gallons per hour right now.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty good.
Skyhawk
Not bad.
5537, check in 5,500.
Dark 65537, SoCal approach, wind off number 3001.
3001,
And
5537.
we're still doing almost 500 feet a minute.
Yeah, that's not
In
bad.
a 180 horsepower airplane at ISA plus,
Dark 176, contact approach 134.0, have a good day.
All right, 340, 53176, good day.
yeah, we're at ISA plus like 7 right now. And we're still doing almost 500 feet a minute.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Affirmative, route over.
November 9 Lima Fox, stay south of the 10 freeway for traffic.
South of 10 freeway, 9 Lima Fox.
SoCal approach 3055 back on with information Foxtrot.
November 30 Papa, roger. Regency 710, contact approach 124.1.
124.1, Regency 710.
November 07 Echo, are you with me?
November 07 Echo, we're at 4,500 feet.
November 07 Echo, roger.
SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176, 8,800, climbing 9,500.
Grumman 993, you still got that Cessna heading to the left in sight?
He heard you.
We have him inside, we're watching him close, 993.
November 99 Bravo, traffic 6 to 5 o'clock.
Man, that looks amazing, those
altitude, he has you in sight. He's going to
Sticking out of the clouds.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, huh?
gorgeous.
For traffic, Cessna 51999, Bravo.
November 53176, SoCal approach, the NTL altimeter 29999.
All right, 2999 or 53176.
That's fun to say.
299.
Approach on 125.5.
Nines are wild.
25.5, thank you, sir, for the help.
Hey, you have an engine failure right now. Where are you going?
I am going. We can still almost make John.
Sure. Can we make an airport?
Bravo, he's passing me now.
Well, we could probably make Lake Elsinore right now.
Bet we can make Corona.
We could.
And I know I was blocked.
It'd be close, but
Yeah, it would be close.
Go
It would be close.
apparatus. Hopefully I got that right. Thank you very much for the follow. Happy
Yeah,
Tuesday.
we
Welcome
could.
aboard.
We're not in the glide ring yet, but we do have time where we
how are we
probably.
doing on the heading?
49 Lima Foxtrot, traffic in the pass about 1 mile east of Banning, westbound. Presently, he's on the north side of the freeway, but I did not get an opportunity to restrict him on the north side of the freeway.
Your standards are plus or minus 10 degrees, so
I'm on your ADSB.
Foxtrot, got him on the box.
Thank you.
your standards are plus or minus 10 degrees. You're holding the heading you bugged, but it's, you know, winds are picking up, so.
November 5 Mike Juliet, SoCal approach on tail altimeter 29999.
And I'll give you the option. You may use the autopilot or not today. I don't really care. It's up to you.
Okay.
Let's see what to do here. Let's put him up heading 230 vector traffic, November 5 Mike Juliet.
Let's see what to do. He's having one of those.
He's having a Monday.
Can you hear me?
7320 Juliet, copy.
20 Juliet, stay north of the 10 freeway. Do you know where the 10 freeway is at?
North of 10 freeway, copy.
Thank you. November 20 Juliet, traffic 10 o'clock, 1 mile, your altitude. They're staying on the south side for you. It's a Bonanza. They're heading to the left.
Okay, so visually, what am I looking at here for the actual airport?
It's hard to describe until we get closer.
Okay, but it's to the left.
See the tallest peaks there? They're all on the south side of the valley.
Yeah. Okay.
So you'll go up the north side of those. So.
Okay. But that is the airport on the other side of those peaks, or
yes,
just okay?
Yes.
All right.
26.79 Lima Fox.
Got it.
November 20 Juliet, traffic has you in sight. They're no factor. Resume your own
The valley will be very obvious when you get closer, but it's not quite there.
Okay.
20 Juliet.
Yeah, just as long as
At American 580.
I kind of know we're going basically like that. We're curving around.
You'll go
that.
left, yeah.
Okay.
SoCal departure, climb and maintain unrestricted.
Got it.
And expedite all the way up to 1,000.
Yeah, we can do all that up to 1,000 real quick. American 580.
November 525 Mike Juliet, descend and maintain 9,000.
Down to 9,000, 5 Mike Juliet.
November 3 Sierra Papa, contact approach 124.1.
I'm going to get on the autopilot for a little bit.
Thank you.
November 909 Bravo, traffic's well out in front and no factor.
No factors, it's 5199 Bravo.
November 20 Juliet, advising you of the ATIS for Riverside.
Wilco 20 Juliet.
November 525 Mike Juliet, unable ILS into bracket.
Did you say you're unable? I was already clear there.
Okay, you can go to bracket. That's your clearance limit.
It's weird today, isn't it?
Use is bracket VOR alpha approach. So that's what you are entitled to. Everything else is a request. Because of traffic that's behind you, I cannot give you a bracket ILS. So if you want to go to bracket, you can do the VOR alpha, or if you want to go to cable, you can do the VOR alpha or RNAV.
Clear below 12,000, temperature 9 Celsius, dew point -2, altimeter 3000.
5 Mike Juliet, it's cleared to cable. Your radar vectors, Paradise, 9,000, 5 Mike Juliet.
American 580, normal rate, climbing.
Big Bear City Airport. Automated weather.
Okay.
343 Zulu, weather, wind 250 at 1.
Sweet.
Clear
It's
below.
going to be the arrival down to 4,000.
You're gonna get the crap kicked out of you.
SoCal approach, target 903, descending just a little bit for this cloud.
Thanks, Master.
903, maintain VFR at or above 4,000.
Okay, we are aviationing.
Okay. Feels weird not having touch controls, huh?
It feels very weird to spin a cruise, but it is really nice.
Yeah.
It is really nice.
You'll really appreciate that on your long solo cross country.
Yeah, check that out.
Hey, look, wake turbulence.
Verify we are clear down to the 4,300 on the SCAP.
That's cool looking.
4078 heavy, affirmative descend via the arrival. Down
American.
to 4,300. I know that the approach doesn't tie in. The next sector will work that out with you.
Wow.
Contingent upon
Man, they look like they're going fast.
They are. Point, you're on the arrival down to 4,300, Jan 3078
That is really cool. So we should be able to feel a little shimmy from that, right?
I hope not.
6,000, 5 Mike Juliet.
November 20 Juliet, 10 o'clock in a mile.
Because that won't be a little shimmy. That'll flip us upside down.
20 Juliet, roger.
In a hurry.
199 Bravo, apparently there are some clouds ahead, so maintain the...
Even if it's dissipated by a
1,500.
couple thousand feet?
I wouldn't bet on it. But the good news is that we should be well out in front of it. Because remember, it's going to move with the winds, right?
Yeah.
So it's probably pushing that way.
Maintain 8,000. Traffic alert, United 405.
That is a crazy view.
Maintain 8,000, over.
160 on the heading, down to 8,000.
Yeah, it does feel weird to like
American 580, contact LA Center.
not have to touch anything.
2565 American 580.
United 405, traffic is going to be 2 o'clock, 4 miles northeastbound, 9,500 Cessna.
Hey, 405, looking.
November 5 Mike Juliet, flying heading 260, when able, proceed direct to the Paradise VOR.
Yeah, there he is.
260.
He's going to call that traffic, so just be aware.
Okay.
Heavy contact SoCal approach 127.0.
Is that an Ontario guy?
Not sure.
John Wayne, maybe?
Traffic 12 o'clock, 3 miles, turning
Got him in
southeast,
sight.
9,400, descending underneath you, 737.
We got the traffic inside, 5176.
Other aircraft calling SoCal approach, go ahead.
It's probably going to create an RA for him. Sorry, man.
598, SoCal approach 250 knots. Maybe. Ontario altimeter 2999er.
That's pretty bitchin'.
That is really bitchin'. That's a 737 too, isn't it?
598. United 405, expect direct J-word once you clear this traffic.
Okay.
We'll expect that, United 405.
Is that a John Wayne guy?
Yeah.
November 176, traffic is below you, no factor.
176.
Man, that's crazy.
Traffic to the site, United 405.
It's a much different perspective.
Hello.
They're so used to seeing him from the outside going slower.
Information, Mike.
That guy's hauling ass.
Yeah, he's doing probably about 220-ish knots right now. So.
Direct J-word, maintain 8,000.
Going direct J-word at this time, 8,000.
You're at J-word. Mind if I snap a pic?
Go for it.
Contact SoCal approach.
Auto's driving.
27.0.
270, Southwest 598. Good day.
That is so crazy, dude.
Did I miss anybody else's call there? November 5, Mike Juliet, to get back to you, you wanted was it the VOR or the RNAV approaching the cable?
The RNAV, the cable, 5 Mike Juliet.
November 5, Mike Juliet, depart Paradise on the 270-degree radial and track that outbound.
Okay, I'll depart Paradise on the 275 Mike Juliet.
There's my Air Force Base.
Brad. Such dorks. Such dorks.
Let's see any low-flying F-16s down there?
United 405 for your
Any warehouses with a big old hole in them?
Oh, yeah. We probably should be able to see the warehouse.
Yeah.
Vectoring altitudes per minute, and the next guy will realistically...
It's either that cluster, or was it a little bit more midfield, right?
Yeah, it's like, it's one of these ones down here.
Oh, yeah, it's a little bit, it's like a third of the way down the north end of the runway.
Yeah.
That's where the TFR is.
Oh, I see it.
Got it?
Yeah.
You see the hole?
Yeah.
November 07 Echo, converging traffic, 10 o'clock, 4 miles westbound, your altitude.
Yeah, it's one of the furthest most buildings that way.
Indicating 4,000.
Big old hole in the roof.
That big-ass runway.
Yeah, I could probably take a picture of that.
Is that the shorter runway, is that active?
It's closed.
It is, okay.
Yeah, it's closed indefinitely.
07 Echo, roger. United 405, reduce speed 220, then descend and maintain 7,600.
220, we're at that, down to 7,600, United 405.
Oh yeah, good shot. That's crazy. Yeah, wow. That's insane.
Damn, that's good aim.
Yeah.
That's well done. That's nice.
November 3307 Echo, contact SoCal approach on 127.3.
Contact SoCal approach on 127.3.
United 405, contact approach 124.1.
Okay, we're almost to the point, oh actually no, we got 1, 2, 3.
Bravo, contact SoCal approach 125.
Okay, we're almost to 5 airports within gliding distance right now.
Well, I can tell you one.
Yeah.
So let's see, 5 airports within gliding distance.
Yeah. Almost 5. We're currently 3.
Let's see.
No, I take that back. Well, there's another one. We're currently 4.
More than that. March.
Yep.
Emmett. Paris. Riverside. Flaybob.
Maybe what you wanted. There were just a couple Ontario guys behind.
San Bernardino.
That's okay. Thanks. You're always helpful. I appreciate it.
Maybe Ontario?
We are not quite to Hemet.
Really?
But we got March, Paris, Flaybob, Riverside, just got San Bernardino, and then we're almost at Redlands.
Huh. Nice.
Yeah.
Must be
there's
decent wind pushing us that way then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's San Bernardino.
Yep.
And then Redlands is going to be right there.
Yeah.
Under that cloud.
Yeah, Redlands is tucked up into the corner there, so.
And then where is Riverside?
Riverside's behind you over your left shoulder.
November 20 Juliet, from there you can...
Okay, yeah, we're right down. I'm looking. There's
TFR in the March
29? What is that, 29 I think?
927 I think is what they have there.
27, okay.
I think.
Charlie at Riverside 20 Juliet.
And then Flaybob, I don't see Flaybob.
It's hard to find.
Yeah.
There's a heading directed to
it's kind of
you said clear main
shadowed too.
Where's Mount Ruby? Oh yeah, you won't see it with the shadow.
Yeah.
Direct from there, you will stay outside of the Clash Charlie at March. So I'm letting you know that if you go direct, which is presumably what everybody would want to do, it will keep you clear of the TFR.
This guy's having a hell of a day.
Yeah, he's having a great day.
20 Juliet.
He's like fucking pilots, man.
Yeah, he's fucking guys. All right, so now I am seeing a little bit more of what we're, like terrain-wise, what we're doing.
Yeah. Let's see here. So, on your present heading, you'll need to make a slight left to join the valley like that.
Okay. I kind of see it, the beginnings of it right there.
05 Mike Juliet.
Problem is, this big puffy thing's in the way.
Yeah. It's almost like if we stay at this heading right now for a little bit longer.
Yeah, problem is there's some rocks there.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, so we got 11.6 over here is...
that's definitely the valley.
Highest, safest.
There's a couple ways to attack that entry point.
Yeah.
You can also come around this way, around the North Valley, and go in that way.
Yeah, and that looks like it's a little bit clear.
I think that might be the right idea.
That gap, those two clouds right there, kind of is like a good aiming point.
I'd start driving that way. Yeah.
Just due north.
That'll work for now. Go ahead and fly. Yeah. That'll work.
Dude, this is really weird. Really weird.
Yeah.
Just turn it and point, and then sit and think. Go.
See if that'll work. Yeah.
And this is, I mean, more or less your job, right? I mean, you're a little bit less like which way do you go because you're instrument, but
my job is a lot more logistics than it is flying.
Yeah. But in terms like the flying of it, this is closer to the kind of flying that you do versus what we've been doing together.
Yeah. Although, if it were me, flying this trip, I would probably be hand flying. Just because I can make more immediate adjustments, I can point the nose where I want it, as opposed to having to kind of guess what heading to fly.
Okay, sure.
That's a me thing.
Yeah.
That's how I am, so. Yeah, so the South Valley's closed off. The North Valley might be doable.
So is offline coordinating with the center, was that American 549?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
It looks, I mean, it's clear. It's reporting clear there.
Yeah, but that's just right over the airport.
Right. But I'm wondering if this little band of clouds right there is just on this side of the range.
Yeah, I don't know, because I see some stuff further out there.
Yeah, it's hard to tell how far out those are.
Right.
It's like if we could get weather for Lake Arrowhead. I don't know if they have any reporting.
That wouldn't help.
November 7320 Juliet, contact the Riverside Tower 121.
Or Apple Valley. I mean, they're not going to really tell us.
None of that would help us. Big Bear is very localized with their weather, so.
Well, I'm just wondering if that cloud layer is actually further north than it looks.
Yeah, that's on the other side of Bear Mountain. That's totally on the other side of the bowl.
Okay, yeah.
That stuff might not be.
Destination is Alpha 20, full hit.
Yeah.
November 71 Sierra, the Ontario altimeter 2999.
Oh, southwest on the RNAV arrival into John Wayne. You know what? Wow. Might be able to...
That looks like a little bit of a...
No, I'm not confident enough to do
It looks like it kind of wants to help you in, but...
Yeah, I think that's a sucker hole, though. I think there's another set of clouds behind that.
Yeah.
So I think going around and taking the North Valley is going to be the right answer.
Cool.
Or the West Valley, I guess.
But that bigger puffy cloud right there, like at 1230, is kind of annoying.
To us.
Yeah, that's a...
We might be able to make the turn towards the South Valley after we pass that, but we'll kind of take a look at it. This is the challenging part about mountain flying, is that you can see that there's stuff blocking the airport. The airport's calling something different, so the airport's weather observation is pretty much useless right now. It's kind of just like, all right, what can we see? What do we know? Where can we match up where those clouds are relative to the terrain?
Right.
So it looks like most of those are on our side of the ridge line. 9,500 will work for the clouds, or for the terrain with the winds. Be prepared to make an emergency U-turn if it starts getting downdrafty.
Okay. 15 to 20 miles, you will have to descend for clouds.
And if it gets really bad, then I'll take control.
Sure. But you can take that altitude.
So is the airport on the south side of that left peak?
Yeah, it's on the south side of the bowl. So there's the far peaks and the close peaks.
Yeah.
It's between them, and it's kind of right in the middle of the valley.
Okay. Yeah, that valley looks a lot more gradual than it feels like in the sim.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm kind of making it out. Yeah.
So the important thing as well is identifying which valley you're looking at.
Right.
Because this valley right here is a dead end.
Yes, this one right here.
That's a dead end.
Yeah, with the river runoff here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't fly up that.
Yeah. Okay, so that peak is 8,500 feet.
Right.
Okay.
That's
there's an 83.
One of those kind of too close for comfort sorts of things with the winds today. If it was calm, maybe, but this, not so much.
Yeah. Yeah, that.
American 549, traffic is no faster. Climb in, maintain 14,000.
14,000, American 549. Thank you.
Let them know we'd like to terminate and go on our own.
Okay.
SoCal approach, Skyhawk 53176. We'd like to cancel flight following.
And from 53176, radar service terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency changes approved.
Okay, Squawk and VFR, frequency change approved. See ya.
Southwest 2700, contact approach 124.1.
Got it.
24.1, Southwest 27.
Go to CTAF and just listen for now.
All right. Okay, I'm off autopilot too, by the way.
Okay.
Oops. Now I'm off autopilot.
All right. Yeah, those clouds are just super inconvenient.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see the South Valley though. Yeah, it's there.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Touch that traffic, use caution. In 2 minutes will be skydivers over the field from 13,000 feet below. Please do not require
You two characters are going to Top Gun.
Got a little bit of snow.
A little bit. Alright. So the South Valley that I've been referring to is on the other side of this small peak right here.
Okay.
You can kind of sort of see the lake there.
I can see the lake, yep.
We'll see if the West Valley is passable. And if not, one option may be to climb to 11.5 and go over the top of these. Because I don't really want to go cloud dodging today. I don't like it when I can't see the...
Mr. Puck Vanek, thank you very much for the host. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Thank you, Puck. You're the man. Yeah, appreciate it.
Rocks. So, as we come around this little patch here, if it looks clear, let's make a right turn.
Okay.
Kind of swing around this peak.
Yeah, we'll want to be clear of this one right here.
Yeah.
The one at our 1 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Yep. left looks gorgeous.
Yeah. This is like kind of sort of mountain flying. Keep your altitude.
Light.
Don't give up that altitude.
Okay. Would you say
you're
that
going to be able to get in via the West Valley?
Okay. Would you say that you're qualified as like a mountain instructor, or could at least?
Well, let me put it to you this way. I've crossed a 14,000 foot mountain range for 300 miles on a normally aspirated airplane without oxygen, so I would say yes.
Fair enough.
I've done it before.
Yeah, okay.
Doesn't mean I'm an expert, but I've done it.
Yeah.
All right, shoot for that hole right there.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll be able to get in there.
Cool.
So you can see the valley that we're looking at.
Oh.
For flight. It's kind of like right in there.
Yeah. Got it. That's Lake Arrowhead to our left there. Okay. I feel like I don't want anyone to sneak up on our left here either.
There won't be. Alright, there it is.
Yeah, there's the lake.
That's our entry point. Right there. Let's see if we can see the airport when we come around this thing. Yeah, that's gonna work. So you're gonna go in between these two clouds here.
These two guys right here?
Yeah.
Okay. The ones that I'm pointing at now, or the
you're
ones?
Going in between that one and the one at your 1 o'clock. The one that you're 12,
Okay.
the one at your
Got
1.
it. Okay.
You're gonna come around that one and then point towards the airport.
Yeah, and we should be good to go.
Yeah.
Because this little puffy dude right here
is just stuck on
is
the
just
peak.
stuck. Yeah. And there's some natural, what do you call it? Tension, surface tension with clouds a little bit. Like they kind of want to be grouped together.
Kinda.
Over the field, 13,000 feet below, please do not reply with that.
Here's dry lake bed.
Should be able to see it there. Oh, there it is right there. Perfect.
Cool. So remember, it's 2,000 feet horizontally from clouds, so try to observe that as best as you can. You are actually technically in class golf airspace right now, so technically it's 1,000 feet, or 1 mile clear clouds, but obviously we try to stay away from them as we can. Start your right turn, cut in between them.
Okay.
Start your right turn, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. You need to treat these clouds as if they're pylons that you're turning around, right? So get aggressive. You're wanting to shoot the middle.
Okay. Oh yeah, there
Cool.
she is.
Downwind looks clear. It looks like you're going to have a safe path into the airport.
Yeah.
Looks like we've got good terrain clearance, good obstacle clearance.
Yep.
There's no traffic that I see.
Nope.
The other thing about flying this way, and obviously don't fly through that if you can avoid it. You can see through it. I've got 3 miles through that, so it's fine if you kind of clip it.
It's a little bit on the cold side up here.
Yeah.
How much of a concern is that?
For ice in that? No.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not enough moisture content in that type of ice.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Awesome. Well, this is looking nice.
Yeah.
There's side traffic, use caution, jump the way 3,000 feet over.
All right, here comes the bumps.
Yeah.
You've got a 20-knot wind at your back, so you are going to start getting up and down drafts. Hang on to that altitude. Don't give it up.
Okay.
Once you get over the peak and over the lake, then you can start descending down in.
Got it. Okay.
Make a call 8 miles to the west. We'll join the left downwind for 26.
Okay.
Big Bear traffic, White Skyhawk 8 miles to the west. We're going to join the left downwind for 26, Big Bear.
Cool. So we'll likely have to come back out this way as well.
Yeah.
We may have to circle over the lake to get the altitude that we need.
Yeah.
But this looks like a good escape route.
Yeah.
So.
And to the north is extra clear too if we need to pop up.
It's always safe going out that way if you need to.
Yeah.
Almost always.
Okay.
So. Good. Hang on to that altitude. Don't give it up.
Yeah.
Altitude is life. Airspeed is life. Altitude is life insurance. All right, now you may start down to 8,000 feet. You're clear of these rocks here. Again, your cloud clearances right now are a mile clear of clouds because you're in class golf.
This plane has 4 engines. It's an entirely different kind of flying altogether.
It's an entirely different kind of flying.
Cool. Okay. So considerations for high altitude. You fly the same exact indicated airspeeds, but flying the same indicated means you're going to be at a higher true airspeed. That's your altitude leaving alert. That's acknowledged. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and roll that up just so it doesn't keep beeping. So fly the same indicated airspeeds, but you're going to be at higher true airspeeds, which means a higher ground speed, right?
Yes.
Which means that your turning radius, turning radii are going to be much bigger. So you'll want to fly a slightly larger pattern.
All right. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, and I kind of, like, to the right of that, the end of that gray area, seems like something I can aim for. Is that
you can work with that.
Fair enough? Okay.
Basically what I'm telling you is that you are going to overshoot your base to final turn, and I will laugh, but I'm expecting more.
Okay, fair. Do you give any, like, over-the-lake calls or anything like that?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Over the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
Big Bear traffic, white Skyhawk inbound over the lake, descending through 8,500. Big Bear.
Lake's pretty big, right?
Yeah.
Five Daddy, thank you for the follow and welcome aboard.
We can be more specific, right?
Okay.
So, watch. Big Bear traffic, a Skyhawk is over the South Marina at 8,200, enter the left downwind for runway 26, Big Bear.
Cool.
All right. 8,000 feet, don't give up that altitude, do not compromise. Congratulations, you're now at pattern altitude higher than you'd flown prior to today.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, the lake looks a lot more healthy than it did last year, which is good.
Any tips on the mixture?
You're pretty much good where it's at for now. Remember, if you were to go full rich, you would pretty much kill your performance.
Right.
So don't touch that friggin' mixture.
Yeah.
If you need full power to go around, you may want to go, 1.5 turns in, but that's about it.
All right. This feels like it might be a little bit too close.
You'll be okay with this as long as your base leg is very short.
Okay.
Now, noise abatement-wise, avoid overflight of the high school.
High school,
Yep.
okay.
Don't give up that altitude.
You kind of turn at that little antenna there?
No, outside of the high school.
Outside of it, okay. Oh, yeah, got it.
Clear below 12,000, temperature 9.
Big Bear traffic, Skyhawk midfield, left downwind 26, Big Bear.
0, 0, 0.
Okay, so we circle the high school.
Automated weather observation 0, 0, 0, 8 Zulu weather wind 250 at 9er gusts 14 visibility 10 clear below 12,000 temperature 9er Celsius dew point minus 2.
Whiskey's taxiing on the east side of the runway, Big Bear.
Okay. Hey, you can reduce your power anytime to start that pattern, man. It's just another airport. Just because you're higher up, don't treat it any differently.
Okay.
Big Bear traffic, Skyhawk turning left base 26, Big Bear.
So you are going to be high and fast on this. Try power idle. You need to be aggressive with that turn to final when the time comes, okay?
Okay.
No more of this, dilly-dally, lazy bullshit turn to base.
Okay.
Big Bear traffic, Skyhawk turning final 26, Big Bear.
It's looking like it's going to work.
Speed checks.
Do it the same way you do it anywhere else. Now, the important thing here is you want to fly those pappies. I think those are Vazzies, technically. You want to fly those Vazzy lights, right? So I see 2 reds.
Yeah, me too.
Even though your path actually looks okay to me, but you don't need that much power. That looks good.
That
I
looks
see
like
a
a
white and a red, yep. Cool, less power, Bill. Less power, it's just another airport.
I'm gonna leave.
Do whatever you want. You've got 5,800 feet of runway to play with, so. You got a pretty decent headwind, actually, so. Your ground speed in the
Seems
flares,
like it.
Well, your ground speed in the flare is going to be almost the same as sea level. So, all right, I see 2 whites.
Yeah.
That's where you don't want to be at high altitude. You don't want to be high. You want to be on that glide path.
Bank angle, bank angle.
You don't want to be
bank
low
angle.
either. So,
Yeah. You want to be a little
on
bit
the
more.
glide path.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the full.
Oh, there goes my headset.
That left light is a little bit.
Yeah, it's finicky.
Big Bear traffic, Skyhawk short final, 26 Big Bear.
Yeah, it seems like it's very.
Now, Bill.
Yeah.
It's just another landing. Don't psych yourself out. Just fly it to the ground, okay?
Okay.
All right. Easy. Easy. Nice job.
A little cockeyed,
You
but
needed some rudder. Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the next one.
No reason to rush it. You definitely needed some rudder.
Yeah. Yeah, I was focusing on that that center line, which wasn't that bad.
You did okay with the center line.
Yeah.
You just didn't point the nose down it.
Yeah. I needed more left rudder on that.
Yeah, you need more right rudder.
Or right rudder, okay. Wow, that was awesome.
Big Bear traffic, White Skyhawk clear of runway 26 at Echo. Big Bear.
Okay.
Big Bear traffic, Cherokee 90915 Whiskey.
Take that off. All right, so we're going to.
See the fuel pumps?
Yes.
Taxi to them.
Okay. I had I wrote a little cheat sheet on where they were.
Or you can
Or you can just look at them.
Look at them. There's that too. So, pro tip: there's 2 fuel pumps here. There's one on this side and there's one on that side of the tanks. The winds are coming from our back right now. So if we go to the one on the other side of the tanks,
we can be facing into the wind?
No, with the wind, it won't be as fucking cold when we're trying to fuel it. Like, we won't be cold.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It'll block the wind. So,
oh, I got you. Okay, so it's on, we got a east side and a west side.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we want to go to the west side, or east side one.
Okay. Now, I noticed that they had you...
the hose is plenty long to drag it across, so you'll park like this on the line, okay?
Right, okay.
If that's what you're asking.
Well, I was going to ask on, like, which side do they typically want you on, because I noticed that they kind of have you snake around. So I'm going, after this King Air, I'm turning on the line and kind of going, looping around. I'm going to end up facing north.
It doesn't matter either way.
Okay.
But you'll want to start that turn in now, because you can see the line. Fuel pump there?
Oh, I was following that taxi.
You can do whatever you want,
Okay.
but the line's right there and there's nothing between us and there, so
okay.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of needless turning. So this is one of my favorite places to get gas. You know why?
Well, it's cheap.
Very cheap. For the longest time, this was the cheapest place in all of Southern California to get gas. It was $3.92 here at one point. You're well clear. Yeah, over the winter it was $3.92 here.
How does that look right?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
So set the parking brake. Cool.
Okay. Avionics off?
Yeah, turn the avionics off. Then I want to show you something. So take your headset off and I'll walk you through something.
Okay.
So starting a hot engine at high altitude is kind of difficult, so after a few attempts we are relegated to a ramp walk. to kill some time.
Hurry up and wait a clock.
Yeah. But this is a pretty sweet airport. We're at 6,800 feet right here.
Yeah, 6752.
6752, and it's super gorgeous out. So it could be a lot worse, but the hazards of mountain flying.
And the hazards of your instructor being an idiot.
And the hazards of flying with this guy.
Yep.
Okay, so I am going to pause it here for a minute. Okay. Yeah, Brad does sound a lot older than he looks, for sure. All right. Here is what happened when we stopped. So we both had to go to the bathroom, and we decided to fill the plane up first and then go into the FBO and go to the bathroom and then come back out, instead of going in, bathroom, and then coming back out. So we refilled the... and Possibly Chinese, thank you for the subscription. That's awesome, man. 7 months. I didn't want to interrupt the final approach, but I definitely appreciate that, man. It's... cool having you aboard. So we refilled the plane up to the tabs, which is just kind of clunky on a high wing, and I elected to use to not use the ladder, just in case, just to get practice doing it the hard way, just in case Oceano does not have a ladder. So did that. We went to the bathroom, checked out the FBO, checked out the restaurant. We came back out, hopped in the plane, got strapped in, started up the plane, and started to taxi. We got maybe about 15, 20 feet, and Brad says, you know what, damn it, I forgot to have you sump the fuel tank. Like, we should, whenever you take on fuel, you should always sump the fuel tank. And we were kind of like, do we shut down and do that? We kind of mutually came to the conclusion that we should check it. Like, we're up in Big Bear, of all places to have even a hiccup. This is not the place. So, like, let's not trust the fuel guy, the fuel that's in the tank there. Let's sump the tanks. So I run out, and I'm drawing the fuel and, shivering because it's, in the 40s and super windy. Brad just laughing, taking pictures of me, sumping the fuel. So finish that. Everything looks good. Hop back in the plane, go to start it, and it doesn't start. So I was like, crap. All right, well, it's high altitude. It's a 172S. It's hot. The engine's hot. It's kind of finicky. Let's just whatever. Let's wait it out for a minute. So we wait 60 seconds, and then try it again. Nothing. Then we wait 5 minutes. So we just keep progressively, making the waiting time between attempts longer and longer, so the starter motor does not overheat. So we wait for 5 minutes. Still nothing. And it's like on the verge. It feels, I'm sure we've all been there, where it's like on the verge of wanting to start, but it's just not catching. So that one didn't work. We wait 10 minutes. That one doesn't work. And then we have to wait 30 minutes. So it's like, let's let it cool down. Let's just let it chill. So we chalk the plane, throw our jackets again, and then we step outside. And that's where that video, that little clip was when we were walking. And I was like, let's just kind of walk the ramp and hang out. So we ended up just sitting on a barricade on the side of the runway and letting it cool down for 30 minutes. 30 minutes is up. We walk back to the plane, and Brad just says, let me check the starter Bendix. So he walks over to to the engine, looks into the air intake there, and sees that the starter Bendix had actually stuck out. It wasn't flooded. I mean, it eventually did get flooded from having, to try it so many times, but it just doesn't. It just wouldn't catch. So the starter Bendix is like so you've got the flywheel. I don't know how to show this. You got the flywheel, and then you got like the little starter gear, and that gear slides in and out. So if like here's its unengaged position, then when you go to start it, it moves into, connects to the flywheel, and then turns the flywheel, and then when you disengage the starter, it retracts back. So it was stuck, not fully seated, but it was like stuck out. So when we went to move the prop, it was not moving freely. That you could actually hear the starter gear clanking with the flywheel. Captain Darkon, happy Tuesday, man. Good to see you, dude. Nice. Yeah. That's what I kind of always thought it was too, just the starter gear. But I think the Bendix is just like the entire mechanism. I believe I looked it up and confirmed that is a common terminology. I had actually never heard of it either. But yeah, I mean, if you saw it, you'd know exactly what it is. It's the little gear that sticks into the flywheel. Obviously, in a car, motorcycle, whatever, none of that is exposed. That's all internal, so you don't get to actually see that. But with an airplane, you can see the flywheel and you can see the starter. We survived, Captain. We got there. It was close. It was touch and go there for a second. We were freezing. So once we discovered that gear had was stuck onto the flywheel, there was a few concerns. One concern was, is it welded to the flywheel, which is not good. The other concern is if it remains stuck out and the engine does start, if we wanted to get the plane back, it'll just grenade the starter motor, and that's kind of a bummer to have to fix. So Brad got on the phone with his A&P for the Bonanza, another friend who's a mechanic, another pilot. I think we had 4 mechanics on the phone. Then we had to contact. We tested to see what would happen if we turned over, if we turned the starter over, and if it made any noise. So we did like quick little blip of the starter, and the prop spun freely, no noise, nothing. It sounded totally normal. It was still stuck out. We had a long screwdriver that we tried to like push it back in. That didn't work. So what we ended up doing is the hand prop would have been the same problem, because we would have had to hand prop if we either ran out of cold cranking amps or the starter got busted. But when we turned it over, it was spinning fine. We just had everything pulled out so it wouldn't actually catch, because we were afraid of it catching. That was the problem, is if we do get it started, is the starter going to grenade itself because that gear is still engaged with the flywheel? And we didn't want to do that until we talked to the owner of the plane. So we finally got a hold of the owner of the plane just in time for him to confirm, oh yeah, start, if you can get it started, like get it started, it's fine. He was actually kind of like, oh yeah, it's fine with it, which was good for us being stuck up on, 7,000 feet up in the air, and about a 4-hour drive round trip to get home. We had Julia kind of on standby if we needed a ride, because there was no rental car places open. So since we got the approval to attempt to start it again after having waited probably about an hour at this point from the last time we attempted the start, which prompted the 30-minute wait. So we decided to do that, and this is the view that we had. So the sun was going down, and you do not want to leave this airport in the dark. So that was the key. Is we were more running out of daylight as much as we were concerned with will the plane actually start. And you're right, Scooby. I mean, it's not there are a lot worse places to stay the night, but it is a very sleepy town. Nothing is really open. There was probably some Ubers in the area, but no rental cars, no Hilton properties. Brad's got, Hilton Honors stuff. So it would have been just find, a hotel. They probably have vacancies at this time of year, but it wasn't going to be cheap, and it wasn't going to be good for both of our jobs, because I had to work this morning and Brad was on a flight the next morning too. So neither staying there was obviously, if it was the only option, we were going to do it, but fine. Well, yeah, and there's no plane rentals. I mean, it's just shut. There's just nothing. There are no even car rentals. So we were going to have Julia come and get us, which is, 4-hour round trip, two there and 2 back. And then Brad would have just flown the Bonanza up with a mechanic the next day. So the decision that we made, Brad was more comfortable with him being in the left seat because we had to bolt out of here in order to get out of those mountains before the sun went down. And we're on the verge of it being too dark to get out of the airport, to get out of the area. So that's why I got in the right seat, and I didn't even set up the camera until we were sure that everything was going to start and that we were good to go and just kind of comfortable and ready to go. So we did a full power run up, checked everything. It looked... the plane was fine. So the plane was fine. We were just at this point racing the clock here. So let's check out this really, really cool departure out of a really cool airport.
26, runway heading, vámonos.
And we broke records getting back to John Wayne so much that
go somewhere else. Thank God.
The FBO guys were asking if we teleported.
Heading, vámonos.
Let's go. Go somewhere else. Thank God.
We got Chatbot in the plane too. What's up, Deluxe Raccoon?
Trying to get best power out of it. Oop. Too much.
I wish we got a bus 200 into the Bravo. How cool does that look, though?
Mind if I get some cabin heat on?
Yeah, go for it. We're actually going to be able to shoot the West Valley.
We did one... We were fast. Yeah, we were easily 130.
Went off of runway 26 at Big Bear.
We were hugging the yellow. I know. Let's go. Let's go somewhere else.
I feel like enough. I just cracked it a little bit.
Oh, that cabin heat felt so good.
Well, at least we're probably going to have a nice view.
Yeah, hopefully. You can see how anemic the climb performance is.
Yeah. And you're at...
VY.
VY, okay.
Yeah, more or less.
Super cool departure.
And like the actual VY, not the fudged.
Yeah, it's important to be on your fucking numbers at this altitude. So.
Yeah.
Well, we're definitely doing a meetup, Cal.
All right.
Possibly
if
at
you do the rounded up 80 knot version.
You won't die.
In August.
Well, that's not true. You won't die. It just is not going to be comfortable.
No. I mean, here you're fine because you got you got flat water for a while, but...
Right. But the problem is if you try to climb out of ground effect and it doesn't climb out of ground effect...
Negative flaps.
Then you have an issue.
Yeah.
we're going to level off here.
And we're just shooting that?
We're going low altitude through the West Valley.
Cool.
That's going to be the smartest move.
That's really pretty over there.
That's a familiar thing to me. I haven't done that out on the north, and I know I've got enough obstacle clearance at this altitude because it's all going to fall away. So I'm comfortable with this if you are.
I am. I concur.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the right seat on this.
Good traffic
on this leg
172, 2.5 to the west. We're departing via the West Valley, 7,300 feet, Big Bear.
Okay, we're already good with 34-0, and we need...
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
know this airspace like the back of my hand, man.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't a bad departure if it was clear skies, kind of cool.
No, this is exactly what I would do if it was perfectly clear.
Yeah.
I'm doing it this way because I know this valley. And I'm comfortable doing
because
it this
of
way.
the potential maintenance issues.
Yeah, these clouds are low enough.
Brad just
AGL
wanted to
that it
fly
probably
just to
would've been
get
one
out
down
of
and back,
here
and we would've
before
been
the sun
above
went
them.
down.
Well,
And it was just an overly precautious thing. I mean,
pretty friggin'
what you didn't see
anemic
here was
climb
the hour and a
performance-wise,
half
so.
that we were like frantically trying to figure out what was the issue with the
Actually, I
starter.
got my window right there that I can go
So
through.
we're a little bit on edge here.
Get as much power as I can out of it for as long as I can.
I think we talk about it a little bit later, but
Basically, I'm going to do an energy exchange here.
assume level 85.
VY or V.
Yeah, 85 or
VY
90.
when you need it, or VX.
Yeah, I'm basically just going to pitch up.
Yeah, wait, like we
trees.
did the 2.6. This is the 2.6 departure.
No wires, no wires. So the valley's down that way, you'll see.
To the left, okay.
Yeah. So, biggest thing about mountain flying, always have an escape. If that valley was blocked off and we couldn't go that way, I'm going straight up through that hole right there.
Yeah.
But that valley's good. We can go through there.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
And always have an escape.
This,
And if this ain't one of the coolest fucking things you've ever done.
I was just gonna say this is no joke, like, but if you can manage a half a second to go, this looks cool.
Just breathe.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what airspace are we in right now?
Yeah. We're in. Yikes.
We are firmly in class golf airspace.
Yeah, this
And that's
this
the
was
only reason
pretty
I'm
rad.
comfortable doing this. So what are our weather minimums in class golf below 10,000 feet during the daytime? And it is still daytime.
Yeah. Class Gulf is clear of clouds.
Yep, 1 mile, clear
1 mile,
clouds.
clear clouds.
We're clear of clouds. I have 1 mile visibility.
That looks crazy, dude.
Pretty cool, right?
It's insane.
And just to confirm, like, clear of clouds means you're not in the clouds.
Yep, do not fly into the clouds. See how mountain flying can get interesting in a hurry?
Yeah, well, you got all of the updrafts and the mountain wave coming off of it.
That's the other reason why I stayed in the valley instead of going over the top, is that if there's a leeward wave over the top, then I'm hosed.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like it's 1,000, 2,000 feet drop, like, right away.
Yeah. All right. We're going to live.
Yeah, you got
For real, dude.
Yeah.
And we've got my favorite sunset. Look,
how about that?
It
There you
almost
go.
looks like
That's pretty bitchin' if you want to take a picture of that.
That is super bitchin'.
Man, I got some good shots.
Oh, that's so freaking cool.
I got some really cool shots.
SoCal
Oh my
Skyhawk
God.
53176.
Yeah, okay. All right. Good idea. Luckily, I somewhat came prepared for such activities. This will be a good time to resume sharing. Here we go. Dude, no way, man. Low light performance on this thing. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. What's it doing? There we go.
Bank angle.
There we go.
Bank angle.
Oh, Torbinator. Torbs, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you, Torbs. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Make sure I'm swiping in the right direction. Yeah, okay. You can never be too careful live scrolling through your phone in front of people. Yeah, I mean some of these shots, like, you just got to take, if you can, it's worth taking the 2 seconds to just snap a quick picture, because I'm telling you, man, having these is really pretty cool. Yeah, and this 172 is just ridiculously nice. So this is heading out there. We're over the top here. And you can see these are some of the shots where you can see how broken it actually was. There were some shots in the video where it looked like it was pretty socked in. What's up, Fluff? Yeah, a little flat earth discussion. Absolutely. Looks pretty flat to me too. I mean, we shouldn't be able to see all the way to that mountain, right? But yeah, you can see how broken it actually was. And this is where we were headed. So, I mean, this is the valley right in the middle there is where we came out of. And that peak there to the right is about 8,500 feet, I think. Just a couple more rando shots. Where are we at here? Yeah, so here we're just over Riverside. It's kind of when we were talking about the airspace. There's me and Brad. Such freaking nerds. Okay, so now we're in Big Bear. So this is the FBO over there, obviously, Big Bear Airport. We had just finished refueling, or maybe not yet. A little selfie action. All right, so this is what Brad was talking about, the windward versus leeward side of the fueling tank. So we had the wind was coming from that direction. So the wind was flying this way, and the tanks were blocking us there. Yeah, having the DSLR in the plane would be kind of nice, especially if you got autopilot or someone that can grab the controls. So that's what it looked like. We got back to the plane, and you can see how light it was once we finished refueling. Yeah, we fueled. I just saw your message there below minimums. Yeah, don't want to expose too much. But yeah, I filled it up to the tabs. So that's the sky we were working with. There's another little pose job there. Big Fly Gear, if you guys are baseball fans, bigflygear.com. A friend of mine runs that company, and I try to pimp his aviation themed baseball shirt. commemorates all of the baseball players that served in the military during wartime. But yeah, so that's why I went from jacket zipped up because I was cold to, oh wait, I gotta rock the shirt. And there's another one. Get him to add an extra word for your shirt, guy. Okay, so this is where we parked after we got the sump checked. Big flag guy. No, it's not my plane. No, it is a privately owned plane. It's not a school plane, which is why we needed to wait to see if we could restart it with a stuck starter Bendix. So while we were just killing time here, the winds were still pretty strong, so the clouds were moving around, and you can just see it's getting darker and darker. I don't know why I took the same picture 5 times. So there's the mountain terrain surrounding the airport. Very, very pretty, gorgeous area. It's my beloved David Clark's. So again, I mean, that's where the sun is, and you saw where it was when we left. Does a 172 have wing flex? Yeah, technically, but not really that you'd notice. You're not a basic with the bows. No, dude, David Clark's, man, indestructibility is what I'm going for. Yeah, like Tech said, yeah, every wing does, but you're not gonna perceive it. At least you don't want to perceive it in this thing. So yeah, we watched that King Air take off. They're getting loaded up there. So that was kind of cool. Another, I don't know what my problem is, but there's that. Okay, so now we're outside of the plane waiting for the 30 minutes. So this is that initial cool down before we discovered the stuck Bendix, and I thought that was kind of a cool shot of the plane. Good way to see how big those wings are compared to the rest of the plane. Yeah, there's that King Air getting ready to go. Sun is still coming down. Starting to get a little bit worried. Texting Julia saying, hey, be prepared to come pick us up in friggin' Big Bear. Then we had this really cool, that's actually a cool shot right there. We had this really cool Cessna 182 that came and parked next to us with freaking Tundra tires. Tech, the starter Bendix was stuck out, and we tried to get it free, and we were talking to mechanics trying to get a solution, and we eventually got the okay from the owner to just try to start the plane, and it did. And when we got back, it was retracted, so it was all good. But yeah, I thought that's a pretty cool picture right there. Do a little touch up, little contrast, and whatever the hell else to that, and that'll look pretty nice. Didn't luckily didn't cost anything maintenance wise, so it just kind of fixed itself, or appeared to be more broken than double taps picture. Thank you Ryan. But again, you can see how long it's taken us to get the okay to do this. I mean, the sun is now hiding behind those hills. So we went from 6 o'clock to, we're pushing 8 before we were able to get out of there. But really, really picturesque, obviously, which is, we had absolutely nothing to do except just take pictures and sit in the plane. And then here is some shots of the departure. Yeah, these will show you a little bit better the proximity to the mountains as we're leaving. and then obviously what sparked this, which is the sunset here. Gutting if the owner said no. How far of a drive is it? Oh, it would have been a 4-hour round trip. So Julia would have had to have driven 2 hours to come pick us up and then 2 hours back. We were contemplating getting an Uber to the bottom of the hill and meeting her a little bit halfway, but kind of a mess. Would have sucked for sure. So yeah, this is the little bit easier to see version of the valley we flew through, and kind of what the clouds were doing. We had some below. I mean, we were in the middle of a cloud sandwich here. Insane surroundings though. This is kind of showing that little ledge where Brad said that he would have, if the left would have been closed, he would have climbed over. So that's kind of showing the tolerance there. I mean, we definitely would have had to climb, but we were doing probably like a $120 at this point, so we had a good amount of energy left in it. Is airport camping a thing anywhere in SoCal? Yes, Kern Valley has a fly-in camping event, which is pretty popular. Again, another shot of us smoking through that valley and the clouds that we're trying to dodge. And then we're almost free. So this is just at the edge of the mountain. Good morning, Kim. And then here we're popping out on the other side of it. And that is the shot that we were talking about, that we were just gushing over and taking the picture. That is the really sunset that we were treated to. So for all that aggravation, all of the, the pit in your stomach, holy crap, we're going to be stuck here. Oh my God, this sucks. The plane's going to be broken. And this is what we got. So I would say that's pretty worth it. Yeah, just freaking crazy. That one's kind of blurry. Yeah, I mean, it just looks painted on there. I mean, like, look at that. Oh, that's crazy. So that one actually is a little bit better. It looks really good on my screen, on the phone. But yeah, it was absolutely gorgeous. This one is one of my favorites too. I think I actually just posted this on Instagram. Are these in Discord? Some of these would look dope for my desktop background. I'll definitely post them. I kind of want to touch up a few of them, because once you add a little bit of contrast, they really look cool. But yeah, I can definitely post some of them in the Discord. But yeah, this one is friggin' money. That is San Bernardino, I believe. And we were hauling ass back. Let's see, where is that? I can't remember where this is. Oh, Flaybob. That's blurry ass Flaybob down there. iPhone shots don't need touch-ups. Give me a break, below minimums. iPhone's so over what do you call that? Yeah. Get your iPhone camera out of here. This is a little bit closer. Is this the 91? Where is this? I can't remember where this is, what we're looking at here. Chino. I mean, this is somewhere in the IE. Another good sunset shot. And this one's pretty cool. It's kind of a little bit harder to tell on the screen. It's a little bit washed out, but But yeah, that's a pretty cool shot. So that's looking right down the 91 freeway. So we're facing right. You could just barely see where the coast starts, and that's where John Wayne is right there. Oh yeah, good call. Yes, there's. yeah, we're moving right there. We have it in full attack mode. 5775 there. We got the ILS going. Ground speed 131 looks like. We're direct lemon here. Yeah, 131 knots. It's a good call on the zooming in on the panel. What are we at? About 400 feet per minute there. Doing 131 over the ground. Thanks for pointing that out, Cal. Same shot, different angle. This is just over Orange. This is actually my hometown, or not my hometown, but this is my town, overlooking Orange. So I had to snap that shot. Coming in kind of over Tustin, and then Irvine, and there is John Wayne. Its shutter speed was a little bit slow. So we're 4 red here, but we talk about that in the video, which we'll get to here very shortly. And landing safe and sound back at John Wayne. And there's a goofy little Honda jet. What is the flight time? I think it was 0.7. Cross country. I mean, it's 61 miles cross country in 0.7. So we were moving. Okay. And yes, we're gonna get some more video.
43350 for caliper charger on Palm Springs altimeter 1086.
Ah, frick.
Are the aircraft calling ports again?
Yeah, it's Skyhawk 53176, 6 northeast of Redlands with a request.
Okay, I am working like 4 frequencies. The one that's north of Redlands, stand by for just a second. The other one that's checking on, say again. Minnesota 5845, roger. Palm Springs altimeter 1086, climb on the ILS, runway 26 right approach. This is north of Redlands, looking for flight following.
Yeah, it's a Skyhawk, Charlie 172, slant call 53176. We're 6,800 slow descent going to Sierra November Alpha, please.
Going to Orange County?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
Number 53176, slug 0237, ident.
0237, 53176.
Shuttle 5985, contact Los Angeles.
I hit the ident button, I'm not sure it went through or not. No, don't hit it again. Oh, don't hit it again.
This is for you, Ken.
2724, contact approach 128.1.
281, American 2724, good night.
76, radar contact, 5 miles northeast, San Bernardino, Imperial altimeter 3000.
Thank you much.
Yeah, Deluxe Raccoon all the time. All right, Ro. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I am sure our paths will cross sometime soon.
Juliet.
John Wayne Airport HF information Juliet 0253 Julie. Wind 220 and 4. Visibility 10. Use clouds 5,000. Temperature 16.
Should be able to get in VFR. Yeah.
ILS runway 20, live approach and use. Landing and departing runway 20, right and 20.
This is the John Wayne office, obviously.
That heat feels so good. Just does. I'm going to move this over here.
Okay. They glare that blue dot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
General Aviation, airplane contact clear and go ahead and refire the next group. Advise on initial contact. We have information fuel yet.
You know how I know I've been doing this too long? I'm pointed damn near right at the airport without a friggin' course guidance.
I was just gonna say you're some like homing pigeon.
Yep.
Sub Cessna.
Look at that. Just by accident.
8436.
Oh, there was nothing accidental about it, William.
8436 Mike, SoCal.
True.
SoCal approach Cessna 8436 Mike, about 12 miles southeast of March Air Force Base, 3,000 feet climbing, 3,500, transition to Flaybob.
Well, my plan originally, if the weather was good, is I was going to fail your engine in the valley there, and then you're going to land at Redlands, and we're going to go get dinner.
Really?
Yeah. But now I don't want to shut down.
Well, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Turn right, heading of 260, vectors for traffic inbound Ontario.
Heading 260-53176.
6306, contact approach 128.1, have a good night.
And there goes my carefully laid plan.
306, thank you, you do the same.
Does Redlands is open late like that though?
Oh yeah, Redlands is open 24/7. Well, the airport is.
Look at that sky.
Hangar
Oh, look at how
24 is
cool
open, I
that
think, till
looks.
9. Cool. Oh, but it's Memorial Day. I bet they're closed.
Frequency 134.0.
No, we're VFR. We're just getting vectored for traffic.
436 Mike, radar contact, say 8 miles southeast of March Airfield, Ontario altimeter 3000.
You got
300036.
Oh, that heat feels so
Mike, are you
good.
familiar with the TFR over March?
yeah.
That's
Yeah, it's
affirmative.
VFR.
We'll stay to the east of that. 36 Mike.
Okay, east or climb to 4500, that's either one.
Well, that really was an adventure.
For Julie Hotel 4.2 for 6.5.
It's been a while since I've had one of those.
2741
I have seen that stuck starter before. I don't remember what the resolution was the last time, but it was when I was at SIU.
40 chicken on 340.
2740, thank you.
No, we're east of the Bravo and above everything.
3000.
That's an LAX arrival?
Probably, yeah.
It just seems like they're so high.
He's 70 miles on the ILS right now.
That's wild.
Yeah. Well, probably not quite that much. Probably like 50 miles. But
W1013, SoCal approach, Ontario altimeter 3000.
you can get that ILS 150 miles from the airport, which is just mind-blowing. Because normally the service volume is 30 miles.
610 miles southeast of your position. Descending inbound to Ontario is a Boeing 737 9700, and he's descending below you.
176 will be looking.
Number 53176, contact approach 125.5. Let them know that you're restricted on that heading, please.
25.5, you got it. 176, yeah.
I got him in sight.
Oh, yeah, there he is. All right, well, I'm just going to hang out here for now.
Yes, Hellfire. Yeah, this is my CFI is flying right now. But yeah, I am very close to the
On
PPL.
navigation for 176, we're looking for the previously called traffic to the southeast.
Looking for what?
Yeah, sorry, push to talk is interrupting. We're looking for previously called traffic to the southeast of 737.
Once she gives me the hand up on him, I'm going to vector him around you. He won't be a factor.
Okay, thanks. We're turning direct John Wayne then.
Sure.
Okay, dude.
Sure. They were spicy today. Working on a holiday, I guess.
All right. Give me more go fast.
American 2740, SoCal approach for traffic, fly heading 290 and descend and maintain 6,000.
So he's coming into Ontario. I don't see the airport yet.
It's down there somewhere. Oh no, it's right there. We're right on the center line right now.
Oh.
American 2740.
Oh, they didn't activate the approach lights yet?
Not yet, no.
You'd think so, but
yeah, because that's the 10 right there. Yep. 10-215. We should be right above Flaybob here pretty soon.
176, you can descend at your discretion.
176, thank you, sir.
Because there's Riverside,
yeah,
I think, right?
I think so, yep.
Yeah, because here's the 91, or this,
yeah, that looks like Riverside. There was an airplane that crashed there while we were in Big Bear.
Just today, just now.
While we were in Big Bear, it crashed, yeah.
Wow. Bad?
I don't know. All I know is that somebody crashed.
That's awesome, below minimums. That's really, really cool.
Let's see. Where's Mount Rubidoux? That's Riverside. Rubidoux is...
It should be right
should
there.
Be up in here somewhere.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, like right there.
Because the 91 comes up and then the 60, so this is the 60 right here, so it might actually just be over our nose. Oh, I see it. I got it.
Okay.
It's right in front of us.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, cool.
It's not really lit very well.
No, it's not, but oh well.
Yeah, I hope so too, Scooby.
We could probably go
you
to
gotta get that time and a half, dude.
Like, oh, there it is.
Used to do that all the time in Southern Illinois.
Yeah.
Flying along in a night cross country, hit up 22.7 and just go click, 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 and watch like
We'll be
6
pulling for you,
airports light up.
minimums. Not a bad looking scenery.
You are
is it?
8 miles from Pettis. Not Pettis, whatever you say, Taco. Taco at or above 4,300.
Taco.
You cleared ILS. Runway 26
Direct
approach.
taco.
Well, my unintended side effect of having to not go to Telluride tomorrow morning did not work out.
Oh,
It'll
bummer.
be fun.
Bummer minimums. Well, fingers
It'll be
crossed for
something.
June.
I check a new airport off my list. You check a new airport off your
I
list.
do. And I check another airport off my list that I've been to like 6 times in the last 30 days.
Van Nuys?
Yep.
I am very excited to land at that airport.
I'm very excited to land at John Wayne.
Too.
He was surprisingly not mad.
Yeah. Well,
Which means that he's going to be very mad later.
you think so?
I hope not, but
Yeah, I hope not too. I mean, I hope it's something. Oh, we're right over Flay Bob right now.
nice.
I hope it's something that he's like, oh yeah, like it kind of looks like that, but really it's a.
No, that's what it is, dude.
Well, no, I know, but
I've seen that before, so.
like it's something that this plane has had happen before, and he like knows a trick for it or
Well,
something.
that happens with old starters. Like, that just, it happens.
Right approach.
Yeah.
It doesn't help when you do 4 start attempts, but it does happen.
Right.
No, that was for Julia.
We're still over the.
740 contact Ontario Tower 120.
We're still over the Ontario airspace too, which is crazy.
Nice. Oh, that's broken. Huh. Okay.
Maybe below minimums. It
I don't
seems
know.
like it didn't help. Is a combination of, you know, the
We're just gonna hop over the mountain here and see what
trouble
they tell
starting
us.
high
I'm planning on
altitude,
best speed ILS.
older starter,
Straight in.
Yep.
just
See
bad
how
combo.
fast we can get this sucker on the ground. So I'm wasting less of your gas. I'll pay for the gas for topping off at John, or not topping off, for going to the tabs at John Wayne. I'll pay for it.
Oh no, dude.
No, I'll pay for it. It's my screw up.
Not at all, man.
If we got stuck in Big Bear, I was going to pay for your hotel room, and if we had to get a rental car, I was going to pay for the rental car.
Oh wait, dude.
Yes.
No. Julia would pick us up. And that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, an unintended consequence of this is coming into John Wayne at my favorite time ever. This is so gorgeous.
Lima SoCal approach Ontario to the 999er.
Just a much different arrival than from the last, than from going out there. I mean, you just point the nose down and just descend the entire time.
Departure ident.
Are you going to pick up a pop-up?
Number 60616, radar contact 1 mile west of the Chino Airport. Climb is approved. Say the altitude you'll be climbing to.
Roger, we'll be climbing to 4,500, 60616.
November 616, on tail altimeter 2999er.
2999, 60616.
That's so clunky to say that, 2999er.
Cool.
I knew it was kind of in this direction.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was that close. But
Yeah, that's pretty close. Yeah, there's Corona right there. Chino. Yeah, it's amazing how quick the flight is coming back from there. Just all downhill.
Helps doing 120 knots, but
yeah.
I mean, we are below the altitude that we took off from, so.
Yeah. What's our
crazy to think about.
Yeah, 120 over the ground. We got a little slight tailwind.
Yeah.
God, look at that view, man.
I keep reaching for aileron trim.
Jet or Bonanza?
Jet.
November 901 Whiskey Lima, change to my frequency 125.5.
Not going to be 35.4?
No. They might hand us straight to 21.3, actually. My bet.
SoCal approach 91 Whiskey Lima with you.
With you.
Shuttle 5845, traffic 2 o'clock, 7 miles southbound, 2,500. Looks like he's going to go underneath the Clash Charlie, cross and final right to left, types unknown.
Ooh. And you got Juliet?
Yeah. Got
So
enough. As
we're
much
right
of it as I
above
needed.
Corona right now.
This is kind of an interesting look at an approach into John Wayne that I have not seen yet.
We'll see if we get the straight in. I'm not banking on it.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, this is the jet pathway. I'm so used to...
They take the jets in over the hills here and on an angle like that, and then turn you left in.
Okay. I'm so used to, you know, I've really only been to Corona the few times I've come this way. And, you know, I just follow the 91. Never thinking that you could go, you know, just over this part. It looks kind of funny.
Shuttle 5845.
Yeah, it is. It was weird sensation going over the hill there.
That's not the approach or the.
Thanks. I'm hoping that you see him or he passes and you can still get the visual. Do you
happy lights, is it?
At this point, Air Shuttle 5845.
No. No, those are fireworks.
Roger.
Oh, is it 936?
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Shuttle 5845, 12 o'clock and a mile and a half.
I think I see it. Little dark patch.
Yeah, I got the field. Thank.
Shuttle 5845, he's crossed final now. If you can make the field, you're a mile and a half from the marker, cleared ILS runway 26 right. If not, I'll just back you back around. Just let me know what you want.
Yeah, that's Chino, or Ontario, right?
Shuttle 5845.
What's up?
The unknown.
Hang on. Contact SoCal approach 121.3.
213176. See you later.
Good call.
I knew it was coming. We're at the boundary, so.
Yeah.
SoCal, hello, 53176, 4,200 descending John Wayne Juliet. We're angled direct lemon now.
No problem, 176, came in the right time, proceed for straight in at 20 right.
You are the best. Straight in for 20 right, 176, thanks.
Beautiful.
I love that. You came in at the right
So now
time.
you got, oh, you already did the ILS.
There's Catalina. Oh, nice.
That is nice. Yeah, visibility is actually pretty good today.
Yeah. I notice kind of where I'm hanging out on the speed.
Yeah.
Right on the line.
Yep. Now that, in this specific situation, because it might get a little bumpy here, you might need to pull back.
No,
Yeah.
I'm on the line.
Yeah.
That was music to our ears.
Enough in the green arc that I can go through any turbulence.
So good.
And that enough in the green arc is 1 knot.
Yeah. So we are technically below the glide slope for the ILS, right?
Yeah.
Just awesome looking. Yeah, we're at like 3,500 feet here, somewhere around there.
It's been so long since I've done an approach without an HSI and an actual like CDI like this where you have to set the course and everything.
Right.
It's been so long since I've done that.
Oh, so the HSI automatically tunes?
It's right here. It doesn't automatically tune it, but you just have a lot better situational awareness. And I think the markings are a lot clearer on it, but that's because I've used it for so long.
Yeah.
You know. So other possibility tonight, just so you're aware, we may wind up with a laser strike or two on the way in, because people do stupid shit like that on holidays.
We'll be on the lookout.
Just be aware. If that happens, I'll kill all the lights. Keep your eyes inside on the panel, okay?
Okay.
Don't look outside. Don't go looking for them.
How many of those have you had?
3.
Really?
Yeah.
In the jet?
1 in the Sovereign, no, 4. 1 in the Sovereign, 2 in the Bonanza, 1 on the 172 in Illinois. And the 1 in the 172 was hilarious because that person was an idiot. They were literally 2 blocks from the approach end of the runway.
Awesome.
It was like, you think we're not going to find you?
Yeah.
It's a trailer park. There's nothing in between the runway and the trailer park. Like, come on, dude.
That's so bad.
And Phenom 426 Foxtrot Charlie with you on the Disney arrival.
Phenom 46, or correction, 426 Foxtrot Charlie SoCal approach, rider, low at about 5 miles.
Okay, and descending to 6,300.
Expect visual 20, right? Number 2, you're falling the sky out.
I will expect the visual.
Go fast. Yeah. That's not him over there, right?
No, he's behind us. Over our left shoulder.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, I have
he's
seen
over
that
our
below
left shoulder.
minimums. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Yep, he's descending to 6,300, likely on a heading of about 290.
So I would have thought that the Disney arrival would have been north of the field.
No, it's named for the fixes, not for the location. Well, no ILS tonight. This is like the opposite LDA.
You think you were going to get the left side?
Yeah, I'm expecting that. I'll beg and plead for the right.
Valley Tower 126.8.
268-176, have a good night.
That is the worst below minimums. Ugh.
I can 64, cut ground.
64, back to ground. Thanks for your help. Have a good night.
Hey, Tower Sky 53176, we're on the straight in for 1 of the 2 zeros.
53176, gentlemen, Tower, you park here on the west side?
We sure do, sir.
Such 176, keep your speed up, make straight in, runway 20 right.
Straight in, 20 right as fast as we can go, 176.
Double money. We needed that. That was a small win.
Some things worked out, at least.
Small favors, man.
Yeah.
So I'm intentionally coming in a little bit low.
Yeah.
Straight in.
Yeah, that was one of my
and
questions.
the right
I think
side.
wasn't it when we were going into
That's as money
Oxnard? Like
as
at
you
what
get.
point Can you fly through the...
This is one of those do as I say, not as I do moments.
Okay.
The reason I'm coming in low is because I'm going to trade that low altitude to bleed some speed.
Oh, I see.
That's why I'm doing 135 knots right now.
Yeah, so you're going to pull the power, let the nose come up into the glide slope, and then come back down.
Kinda, yeah.
Or at least until you're 85 and then dump all the flaps.
There's the 55 freeway.
Awesome.
This is what I used to do all the time into St. Louis International.
176, runway 20 right, clear to land. You can resume normal speed. You got enough spacing with that jet behind you.
All right, 20 right, clear to land, 176.
Wind 200 at 4.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I mean we're on like 737 approach speed right now. Hilarious. Yeah, flaps 40, doors out. XP Aviator, happy Tuesday.
Oh yeah, you're really low.
Thousand foot per minute.
That's 10.
And John Wayne Tower, Phenom 426 Foxtrot Charlie on visual for 20 right.
Phenom 426 Foxtrot Charlie, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, clear to land.
This is not Alvin, by the way.
Sounds like him.
I know. He's got a friggin' doppelganger.
And was that clear to land for 6 Foxtrot Charlie?
Phenom 426 Foxtrot Charlie, affirmative. Runway 20 right, clear to land.
20 right, clear to land, 6 Foxtrot Charlie.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Yeah, Oxnard is a cool little airport.
Found it.
Found the ground.
See, we did it. We said it live.
That's 176, contact ground.
176.
No, it's there. It's just really...
Appreciate the help.
Yeah, I think that is actually the
Whoa!
guy I had at my solo. Hello.
Found the ground. Ground 53176, Juliet ACI West.
That's 53176, you're taxi Bravo to parking.
Bravo to park 176. Okay, after landing,
So,
flaps are up, mixtures.
You guys missed all the fun...
Lights are where they should be.
The fun, stressful part of that whole flight.
164 gun.
But,
that was exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And breathe.
Hotel, hold short, run 20 left.
There you go.
Hotel, holding short, 20 left.
Breathe.
X-ray 331, Monitor Tower, 126.8.
Monitor Tower, 331.
That was some good adventuring.
Yeah.
Give our blood pressure a little workout. This guy's rotating here.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, big iron or not, we were stressed out there thinking that, oh my God, we're going to have to wait here in freezing cold Big Bear for 2 hours waiting for a ride to drive 2 hours. Ugh. What a mess. What a mess, but...
Yeah, so I see what you're saying, with that lower approach coming in there. Because at 130 knots, if the engine went out there and you were, 4 red, by the time you get to best glide, you're going to be at 1,500 feet, you're 2,000 feet.
You might have the energy to do it. I don't think we would have, but it would have been close.
Yeah, we'll definitely remember that one. We were sitting there in the plane, like Brad, we were just like, oh, this sucks. This is lame. And I just remember thinking like, well, this is going to be one of those, hey, remember that one time?
We're going to leave it out or park it.
When we went to Big Bear.
So they can push it in.
This is going to be a, do you remember that one time flight? And sure enough, we will definitely remember that. Luckily, everything worked out perfectly fine, and we just came back a little bit later than we thought. One time at band camp, You know, we everything worked out in the end, but it's definitely that freak out. You know, like, oh crap, now this has turned into an ordeal. Now we got to figure out rides, and I have to call work, and did I bring my phone charger, and where do we, you know, like all that stuff. You're just like, frick, like, awesome. So as you know, what aviation can giveth, it can also taketh away. And it was a good lesson to learn, as well as just always kind of have that stuff in the back of your mind just in case. Always have a plan. Just like in the plane, you've always got an out. You know, if that canyon gets closed up, have an out. You know, if we're flying to an airport that might have some challenges getting in and out, if you're not in an airplane, Big Bear's one, Catalina is another, or if you're just going really far, have some contingencies built in there, and hopefully, you know, hopefully everything's fine. But at least if something does happen, you know, like possibly Chinese experienced a flat tire, you know, if you're in an area where fixing that is a little bit tougher than someplace else, you might need to have, you know, accommodations or something like that. So, super fun, interesting flight. And now we are, that much closer to finally going on that
A good pilot is always learning.
Good pilot is definitely always learning. So hopefully this weekend we'll get all of the solo stuff, all the insurance things, sorted out, so we can finally go on that long cross-country solo, which again is going to be John Wayne, Van Nuys, San Luis Obispo, Oceano, back to John Wayne. So that'll be my 150 plus mile 3 airport, which will turn into a 350 plus and 4 airport. So we'll have a little extra wiggle room in there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This was definitely a fun one to go through. It was a lot of fun. Do John Wayne, Van Nuys, Camarillo, LA88 and back. I'll buy you a beer at Camarillo. That sounds fantastic. Pilots CX, thank you for the host. Hello, everybody. But yeah, I can't drink and fly, but but I'm definitely going to be back to Camarillo very soon. That is for sure. Pilots.
If you guys do like these videos, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. Also subscribe to the channel.
But yeah, so Camarillo is where we're planning on having a little fly-in meetup in August. So at the absolute latest, I mean, I'll probably be there before that. But yeah, we're gonna have a pretty decent number of planes going in to Camarillo. Actually, we may even have a jet coming in there. That's all I'll say with that, just in case. Big Sky Plays Games, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Hopefully you'll be able to catch more of these. I appreciate the follow, man. And we'll hopefully cross paths sooner than later as well. If that jet is Max, tell him to pick me up. I'm on the way there. I will plead the fifth, but it's possible that we might have a jet there. The last time I counted, we had about 20 airplanes that were going to fly there. And that's where we kind of went from, okay, we for sure have to go to Camarillo, to we may have to figure someplace that is less busy to go to. So we'll figure that out once we have the times confirmed. But yeah, it could be... yeah, Twitch meetup, airplane show. Yeah, and possibly Chinese. You've got to come. Yeah, well, Camarillo's got the best food, but it is so busy that if we had, 20, 30 people, then that kind of is a little bit trickier to manage, in 20. I mean, we'd probably have closer to 30, 40 people going in there, and that would be it doesn't have much ramp space, and the restaurant is like an hour and a half wait for 2 people. So we may have to do something a little bit quieter. We can get 20 planes into like Brackett Field, probably Redlands. Let's see what else. Brackett, Redlands, any of the San Diego ones we could fit 20 planes in. Flaybob, we might be able to fit 20 in. Van Nuys, we would be tougher, but there's no real access to the restaurant from the ramp. So we'll have to figure that out. Ryan, not figuring out timing yet. We're just talking about just the number of planes in different airports and potential and all that stuff. So Camarillo would be great because it's just a fun flight and a cool place to fly into. But there's other options as well that might be more accommodating depending on how many planes we have. If we've got like 5 planes or something, then that's okay. And that's true, yeah. And then flying into a place and then going to a restaurant that's close is not a bad idea. Well, I don't know. I mean, San Diego isn't a no. I mean, Gillespie's fine. Montgomery's fine, actually. LAX does have some places to eat. Yeah, we can go on the concourse. Little planes are allowed at LAX. We just have to plan it ahead of time, and it's like $160 per plane landing fee. So that comes at an extra cost. But we'll figure that out. I first have to get my license. No matter where you go, you have to call ahead. Oh yeah, we're gonna plan it. Yeah, below minimums. We're going to do it's going to be cordon off a section, like really, really plan ahead. Yeah, we're definitely not just going to land someplace. Like, we're going to call ahead to the restaurant. We're going to call ahead to airport operations. We're going to call ahead to a tower if it's got one. Get everything coordinated, because if we have 20 planes, that's going to be pretty crazy. If you do Hawthorne, we could eat at Proud Bird. Yeah. We had a 40 top walk at my restaurant. Oh, yikes. Yeah, 40 people coming in off the street is yikes. Yeah, well, White Lake, but there's no good place to park and to walk into the 94th Squadron. That would be great, especially that little outdoor patio, but it's just not that easy to get into that restaurant. Pilot, thank you very much for the host again. Have a great night. So where do you organize this to have an idea of how many people coming on your Discord? Oh yeah, it'll be probably on Discord for sure. I wish you could come, Art. That would be cool. But yeah, we'll plan it on the Discord for sure and just get a head count. And there's other people that are not on the Discord that would be coming as well. That's included in those 20 planes. But we just did like a rough count of people that said that yes, they would go, and it depends on like when it is. Plan it with an FBO and ask for a group discount. Well, yeah, possibly, exactly. We are gonna when this does happen, it's going to be fully planned out. FBO, airport ops, tower, restaurant, parking, the whole thing. It's gonna be fantastic. If only that jet person could pick me up. Well, we will, once we have a date locked down, and start getting a head count, we'll figure everything out. It'll be pretty fun though. But I'm really excited because that would be a pretty cool celebration for finally completing the license and just meeting as many people getting as many people together that haven't met yet together. So that would be pretty sweet. All right, y'all. Well, thank you very much. Happy Tuesday again. Hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and have a great Wednesday. Probably planning on cool people go to Planes and Coffee. Exactly. Vern, what do you, or sorry, Vern, Mr. C, what do you say? We're not going to be flying a 747, but we could fit a lot more than 40 people if we were flying in a 747. That would be fun. I'd like to fly to LA area sometime next year, just going to be like a $800 trip. Yeah. Single bit for attention, big spender. Nice. Well, thanks, guy. Thank you for stopping in tonight. Hopefully, we'll be able to see you shortly. So yeah. Okay, cool. It's probably just you, Ryan. Probably just you. I'm like a 4-hour hop and 172 away from LA. Dude, that's a piece of cake, man. That is a piece of cake. No, me too. What the hell? Oh, hang on. Is that any better? Okay. Yeah, that would be really fun. Below minimum if you can make it out. That would be sweet. That would be sweet. Subsonic flight. Hello. Okay, guys, thank you very much. So tomorrow and Thursday, I am unavailable. Friday, hopefully, will be like one last tune-up if we do have the approval to go on the long solo on Saturday, and that would be freaking awesome. So 800 to get there and back. Start saving below minimums. We got until August. You could do it. Charge it. Put it on your credit card. Okay, so I'm actually going to go, but for those of you that are not new here will know that it's not quite over yet, right? All right, guys. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon.
Und was der Fichtel uns jetzt gleich sagen wird, das werden wir uns
Bank angle.